you can spend more time being creative and focusing on what that narrative is, as opposed to figuring out what visuals and audio are going to accompany it.
Today, I'm with Joseph Johnson, who's the founder and CEO of Kancel Klan Kulture. Joseph, thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
First of all, please tell me a little bit about your business.
Kancel Klan Kulture is an apparel company that utilizes QR codes to spread narratives about social justice history. So we utilize video that we aggregate from various sources, historical sources, stock video sources with the aid of Pictory, and we put them in an online repository that's accessible via scanning the QR codes on our apparel.
Please tell me how Pictory is helping you on this mission.
Well, basically, there are a lot of narratives when it comes to civil rights history in this country. There are narratives for all different subsects of marginalized people who are fighting back against supremacy culture and fighting to preserve their own legacies. So that being said, Pictory has made it very, very easy for me to write these narratives, to capture these narratives, turn them into a script, and then go and find stock photos, video, and even add narration of that narrative, professional narrative, and even add, I know you're going to edit this, and I'm even able to add professional narration thanks to the narrative tools that Pictory provides as well. So I can take images, stock photos, stock video, narration, and turn it into a short video that my customers can access by clicking on the QR codes that are on the articles of clothing and whatnot that are sold out of my store.
Well, that's great. It sounds very much like you're using our script to video function to great effect. When you've made the video, what do you do with it after you've downloaded it? What's the next step in your process of getting value from that asset that you've produced?
The next step for me after I download the video is to add any kind of extra overlays or whatever I might want to do to the video that I wasn't able to add inside. Sometimes it might be a situation where I download music, but the stock music for Pictory normally, is more than sufficient. And then I upload that video after I do that sweetening to a video hosting service that is in turn linked to my website where I direct the QR code, the specialized QR code to reference. So there is a whole repository of Pictory videos that is being built onto the website, a library that's directly there's a library that's directly connected to my clothing and all the other apparel that's being sold.
Okay, so the purpose of the Pictory video then is to tell the backstory, which then reinforces your brand, which then presumably helps you increase your traffic and your conversions. Is that the way it's working?
Exactly. Well, see, what happens is it's not just the backstory. There isn't a backstory of Kancel Klan Kulture per se that is attached to those videos. Each of those videos is specialized. Case in point, I have a video about Linda Brown. Linda Brown was a little black girl who was central to the desegregation of schools in America. And so I have a Pictory video that I created of Linda Brown that I downloaded and uploaded to my website. And then I have a QR code that connects to that particular video that I put on apparel that features Linda Brown's name. I actually have a shirt here if you'd like to see it. And so I don't know if you click on that QR code, it'll take you to a Pictory video that tells you who Linda Brown is and her role in the civil rights movement.
That's wonderful. This is almost a direct marketing approach to sending people to the video and getting them to watch it. That's very innovative. I'm sure our viewers would really love to see more examples of those. Perhaps after we've spoken, you can send me some links to existing videos that you have, and we'll put those on our website.
We'll do.
Okay, before you used Pictory, how were you making videos, if you were making videos at all?
This is why I really, really thank Pictory for existing, because it was very, very tedious. I would have to, I had memberships to, I still do, memberships to various stock photo. I have memberships to various stock photo, video, and audio sites. So I'd have to go to each site, download video, and do general searches to try to build video around my narrative. And so it was obviously very time consuming, not just writing the script, figuring out what visuals would go with the script, figuring out what audio would go with the script, figuring out what photos, historical photos I want to include. I still have to find some of those historical photos because they aren't stock photos. But it is very, very easy for me to do an initial pass now with Pictory, because all I got to do is just plug in my script. And normally Pictory is pretty good. The AI is pretty good at finding visuals that fit that space. And if I can't find the visuals, I can do the search within Pictory to replace those visuals as needed, and then supplement those visuals with the historical photos that I need to add to round out the narrative and everything. If anything, I only have to add specialized branding, at the end, maybe a video lead or something like that. But other than that, yeah, it's pretty much plug and play.
So would you say that Pictory is saving you a significant amount of time over what you were doing previously?
Incredible amount of time, because I don't have to go into Premiere, aggregate all of those assets I've had to hunt down, and then kick it back out of Premiere after adding animations and transitions and whatnot. Pictory is really, really fast and agile when it comes to making all that stuff work together in app. I'm very, very impressed.
Of course, there's a financial aspect here as well, in that you only need a Pictory subscription and you get access to Getty Images, which is 10 million or so assets, and also now 11 Labs, which is the best in the industry at doing AI voices. So on a financial decision, it makes sense. And if it's saving you time as well, then time is money in business, isn't it?
Significantly. I'm being assisted in so many ways, from the editing aspect in saving time to, like I said, the research aspect. That's invaluable. So those Getty Images, that I really, really, really make use of those.
Brilliant. I have a final question, if I may. If you were speaking to somebody who had never used Pictory before, what would you say to them, Joseph?
Get Pictory if you can. It's a time saver for sure. It's definitely going to help you not just tell your stories, but tell more of your stories, because of the fact that you have so much time that you saved. And, you can spend more time being creative and focusing on what that narrative is, as opposed to figuring out what visuals and audio are going to accompany it.
Well, thank you very much for your kind words, and thank you very much for spending time with me today.
Thank you.